How you doing, guys? This is Richie. All right, we have The Pale Knight. Take a look. This is a new book by Madcave Comics. Peter Milligan. I like Peter Milligan's stuff. Over the years, he's had some good stuff. This issue, it's up to issue 2. It came out a couple months ago, I believe. Issue 3 I have on the way. So I figured we'd give a look through. Now the art is done by Rodrigues. Chris Peter is the colorist. David Sharp, letterer. So this is an old time, back in the day of the Crusades and such. I really like the artwork on this. It's got that like European heavy metal style. Great splash page. So he's a knight and there's a plague going on. And one day he comes across death. Now he's traveling with his squire. No, that's the priest, but he has I guess you call it a squire. And after he encounters death, which will be in a couple of pages, this is another guy who's supposed to be really tough. He's a legend. Meets up with a priest, goes into a town. People are dying, plague, dead bodies everywhere. He has a wife and a kid. And the kid, I believe, is sick. Where he goes home, there's the wife, and there's the kid. So he's sick, and he's dying. He obviously has the plague or something. So, as he's praying, now this is a man who claims he's lost his faith. But like with a lot of us in times of dire need and tragedy, you bend the knees. So he's praying to God, which he kind of saying he doesn't really believe in. And who shows up? This is a great panel. Come look around. And it's death. And he stinks. He said he's like the most horrible smell you'd ever smell in your life. He goes, I'm death. What'd you expect? A bouquet of fresh roses? So they start talking. He obviously wants his son spared. And you know how death is. So death wants him to kill the other knight because that knight has escaped him through the years. I guess death, for some odd reason, that one guy keeps escaping. So death tells him, hey, kill this guy and I'll let your son live. That's the basic gist of it. So now he's got to find this guy. So him and his squire are out on the road and they come across these maniacs. Flagellation for atonement of collective sin has existed for many years. So they basically whip themselves because human beings are always sinful and they believe they could beat the sin out of themselves. They have to pay a penance, but in Christianity, it's Christ paid your tab. The only way through Christ, the only way to God is through Christ. So you can't do it through works or beating yourself with a stick. That's just not how it works. Anyway, so they go out because now you have bargained with death. So he told the squire knows, and he's concerned. He's not happy about this at all because what good could really come from a deal with death? Now, eventually, he starts changing his mind. He knows it's starting to sink in that maybe this isn't such a good idea. Now, death is following him. Like, he's always out there in the background, and there's people dying all around him, like all victims from the horrific plague. I don't remember what centuries it was. I've never really researched the plague. Back to the guy who he's got to hunt down. Now they're telling his story. Now, the guy who death wants to kill, he's like really cruel to his, like his manservant or whatever you would call this guy. He like cooks for him. He's not big on sorcery. He thinks it's the devil's work. Man, I really enjoy this artwork. Like I said, I love that heavy metal style. Like this could be in a heavy metal magazine from way back when, and you wouldn't blink an eye. It's got that gritty, I don't know, I find it attractive. So they stumble into this town. And this is where the maniacs who are flagellating themselves are stored up, and they're about to kill this kid. And they attack the knight. And this is really where you get to see that, like, this guy's a badass. He's no joke. He's a killer. So he takes care of business. I mean, he's ripping these people in half. Look at that. And he accidentally kills the kid because he's in a bloodlust and a frenzy. I guess when you're fighting off 12 guys with a sword, maybe that you could fall into that state of mind. But the poor kid goes down. So that's another thing weighing on him. Now he's really bending his knees, praying. He's back here with a priest. And this is where he's saying, man, I screwed up. I wish I didn't make this deal with the devil. And sure enough, death's had it heard enough. And he's back. He kills the priest. Good, bad, indifferent, I take them all. I heard your pathetic bleating to God. And I heard how you doubted me. And yes, I heard how you resolved to break your bargain with me. I like the colors too. This is really nice. And he's pissed. So he says, I shall visit your son tonight and dance him to the dark country. And he goes, let us discuss this like gentlemen. He wants Gilbert. Gilbert's the guy he's been tasked with killing. And man, now he's screaming, come back, because he's scared he's going after his son. And here's the cover for issue number 3. I have this book. I got to check this out, Endless Night. Cover is not really doing it for me, but I'll give it a shot. I'll read it. And it gives you a little preview for this book. Exit City, an artificial island. And could this be for Endless Night? I'm not sure. I'm going to pull this out and read it. Maybe we'll take a look through that too. Got a whole bunch of books. Nice artwork. Some hooded figures. How can you go wrong? So the Pale Knight. Cool covers, cool art. Very heavy metal type art. Peter Milligan writing it. I'd say it's a thumbs up. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.